How's it going? Well, it's getting into spring, which is a good thing. We're not going to talk about this thing. It's a friend of mine. He's going to try and fix it up. And you know, you're same as Blake. You start with something. Here's your mold. It ain't much to look at now, but here's your mold. And he's going to learn. So we'll see how that goes. But enough talk about that. It's just fucking junk. It's junk! So, right now. Today we're going to talk about transoms, fish finders, and transducers. What to do, what not to do. Okay? There's your typical transom that has... The rot is so bad on this thing that the boat was flexing when he was going down the water. Now, a lot of you guys think, oh shit, well, how do you get a transom out like that? Aluminum boat. Okay? This is what happens, okay, when all you fishing guys drill. This boat here had 8 different transducers on the back. 2 out of 6 had silicone. The others had nothing. Water was penetrating right through the hull, and this is what you get. Shit that looks like this. Okay? Guys, I don't know what you fishing guys are thinking, but you know, they do have technology out there that you can buy one fish finder that does all your wide scans, your thermocline. Even some of the Lorenz products now, they have, you can see your cannonballs. Everything's all touch screen. Like, technology is right there, guys. I would suggest highly that you do this, because when you're drilling holes into your aluminum boats and they're not being sealed correctly, this is what happens. And what was happening, this thing was so badly rotten, when he torqued on the engine, the whole back of the boat would like this, which is no good. So anyways, what we've been doing, as you can see all with the cardboard and stuff like that, because like I said, with the rot that we had here, we basically had to do a cardboard template. And we had to rebuild what we didn't know what was there. So it's a long process to do it right. We have our marine grade plywood, which is back here. And that stuff is expensive. That stuff there, guys, there's a difference between plywood, pressure treated, and marine grade, okay? Marine grade is a lot more money. Now, it's about 170 bucks a sheet, so keep that in mind. You can use pressure treated, but it doesn't have the strength. That's sort of a brownish color because it's impregnated with resin. It's meant to seal. Okay, there's a heck of a difference here, guys, between marine grade. Everybody just thinks that, oh, plywood is plywood. Well, plywood is not plywood. You got plywood, you have pressure treated plywood, but in the marine business, you have marine grade, which is impregnated with fiberglass resin. So it makes it twice as heavy and doesn't rot as fast. So anyways, this is a Starcraft Islander 191V, and customers' complaints is my transom's rotten. Now I know this looks a little rough around the edges, guys, but once this is all done, because I'm not taking gunnels out, which you don't have to. Basically what we'll do, we'll bend this all back down and take a little bit of heat, bend it all back down, tap it all down, and then we'll re-rivet everything, and I'll put a gusset pin underneath it to give it its strength again. But this is what we had to do to make a template for a transom. So we took our cutout, and this is what we now have. We have a cutout that's perfect. Now we can lay it out on our marine grade plywood, trace it out. Laminate 2 3/4 inch pieces together with PL, and what I do to laminate them overnight, and I like to put a lot of pressure on, I have a 7,000 pound forklift. So what I do is I will take my template, I will cut both of my my pieces out, and then I will glue them together and screw them down in the four corners so it can't move, and then I will park my forklift over top of it overnight, pushing down, squashing the two together. That's what you call a press fit. But just keep in mind, guys, when you're drilling these things on the back of the boats and stuff like that, like, see this silicone right here? Everybody thinks silicone is silicone, okay? Well, this is bathtub silicone. After a while, it comes off and you got leaking holes. Like, look at all this. Look at all this. There's tons of, I don't understand why there's got to be so many fish finders on boats. You buy one, does it all. But that's basically what we've been working on. Truck update for Blake. I really haven't had time to give you an update because we've been busy with other things. I will give you what we've been doing on it. It's pretty much done. We got a brand spanking new box on it. It is a primer. We got a few little minor things we have to do. We still got to sand the hood yet and prime it. The new interior is pretty much all in other than the back seat, and it is almost ready to go for its paint. But we haven't had time, and with the weather that we've been having, I don't really want to take that truck down in salty crap weather. So in another couple of weeks, maybe close to the end of March, it'll be gone down to my buddy's place, and we will be at it. But anyways, guys, that's what I've been up to. Not a lot, just working away, getting things ready to go. But yeah, that's about what we're doing. So guys, just keep in mind when you're putting transducers on your boat, silicone isn't silicone. The best stuff to use is like a gasket maker. I use a 3M Innovation. It's called Ultra Black. Put it on your screw, force it into the hole first, put some on your screw, and then put it into your hull. That will never ever leak. It's almost like a Sikaflex. And once it goes in, it's not coming back out. It will come back out, but at least it's going to seal. Don't use bathtub silicone. It's not going to work. It's not meant for this and flexing and carrying on. You got to use a silicone that's meant to flex. So a gasket maker, 3M Innovation Ultra Black works fantastic. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and we'll talk to you again. Cheers.